Campbell Vidya, let's start with the mock interview for signal system, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, define sampling theorem. What do you mean by sampling theorem?
Sampling theorem is something when we have a signal of band limited to some frequency called FM, and if a sampling theorem states that if a signal having a frequency Fs, uh, uh, sorry, sir, I will tell. Sampling theorem is just describing the equation Fs should be greater than 2 FM, which means Fs is sampling frequency, and FM is the frequency of the signal, of the message signal, that is band limited to the FM. So that is the Fs should be greater than 2 FM. The one that satisfies this equation is called sampling theorem.
Okay, tell me, what are the application of sampling theorem?
Applications of sampling theorem, if a signal that satisfies sampling theorem only, if we transmit a signal that satisfying the sampling theorem, then only we can reconstruct the signal at the when it reaches the receiver side. If doesn't satisfies this.
Suppose I have a baseband signal and one is the band pass signal, right? Campbell,
Yes,
my
sir.
question. Suppose I have one signal is baseband and my second signal is band pass, right?
Okay.
Do you know what is difference between baseband and band pass signal?
Yes, sir. Band pass signal is the signal which has.
Wait a minute. My question is not completed yet, right?
Okay.
I have one baseband signal, one band pass signal. So for both the cases, my sampling frequency will be same or will be different, or the procedure of finding sampling frequency will be same or different?
The procedure for finding both the will be some different. For the case of baseband signal, it should satisfy the condition of Fs greater than 2 FM. For bandpass signal is bandpass signal is having high frequency signals. The signals that transmitting through the air without medium, means medium is the air. So there it should satisfy the sampling theorem as well as I think some criteria is there. I'm not remembering exactly right now.
Okay, no issue, not an issue, no issue, right? Okay, simply tell me, have you listened the term convolution?
Yes, sir.
What is the physical significance of convolution?
Physical signification in convolution, if both the signals are there, one of the signals should be folded and shifted.
No, I'm not asking how to do mathematics, right? I'm asking physical significance. Okay. Why we use convolutions?
Yes, convolution, normally if you are doing convolution between two signals, suppose if we maybe can use to generate maybe a third signal. If example, if I'm convolving two signals having same width and same amplitude, then I can generate a signal of a triangular wave. So it can be again used in some to generate some other signals like triangle, trapezoidal signals, like that.
No, still I'm not able to get the significance. You just gave the example, right?
Yes, physical significance, sir, I'm not able to get, even if I'm thinking of
it. You don't have idea about?
Not getting, sir.
Okay, fine, no issue. Okay, what is the Fourier transform and Laplace transform? Both are same or both are different?
I didn't get the sir question, not clear.
Yeah, am I audible?
Hello,
now? Sir? Hello?
Okay, now it's audible, sir.
what is difference between Fourier transform and Laplace transform? Both are identical or both are different?
No, sir. Fourier transform is for the non-periodic. Yes, for the non-periodic signal. That the Fourier transform is the mathematical tool that used to find the frequency response of a non-periodic signal, which is continuous. And Laplace transform is also used to the mathematical tool that is used uh, to find the frequency response of non-periodical signal, which is discrete. And also
Laplace transform is done for discrete signal. Then for what Z transform is done?
no, sorry, sir. 1 minute. Z transform is for the Laplace transform is for Laplace transform we can only use if there is yes,
you have some
yes,
you have copy pen.
What, sir?
Do you have some copy pen?
Yes, yeah, I have pen and copy.
Okay, I am giving you a signal e raised to power 80.
E raised to power 80 of
U of minus t.
Okay, sir.
Draw the graph for this signal. What will be graph for this?
It is something which is in the left side.
Show me the
which is unbounded signal.
Yeah, show me. So for what value of A? For what value of A you have drawn this? For positive value of A or negative value of A?
For the positive value of A.
Do you think that graph will go like this? Substitute t is equal to 0. What will be e raised to power 0? Will it be 0 or 1?
1.
So do you think that your graph is right?
1. If we substitute. So 1 minute, sir. So 1 minute. If it is e raised to it will be limited to 1, the amplitude value.
So now how will be the graph? Now obviously your graph will get modified.
Yes, sir, e raised to 1.
Now show me the graph.
So it will be like limited. It will be limited to 1. The value will be.
It will be but at t is equal to 0, what is your value? Tell me, Campbell. At t is equal to 0, again your graph is showing the 0 value.
At t equal to 0, the raised to 0 value will be 1.
So do you think that your graph is showing at t is equal to 0, 1 value?
T equal to 0 value. Okay. Sorry. There will be some kind of these means the value will be here. It's 1.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. At t equal to 0, the value should be 1. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you
T equal
substitute
to
t is
infinity,
if okay, now tell me, if you substitute t is equal to minus infinite, then what will be the value?
it should be 0.
Then do you think that your graph is showing zero value? Hmm?
No, sir. It's growing, so it won't show
Okay.
0 value.
What is difference between periodic and non-periodic signal?
Periodic and non-periodic signal. Periodic signal is something, the signal which is having a period that repeats, that is x of t is equal to x of t plus tau. That tau is something called period of the signal.
Okay, listen now.
Non-periodic doesn't satisfy
Okay,
this condition.
I
There will
got
be
your
no interval of time.
I got your point. Suppose I have a continuous signal which is periodic, right?
Okay.
Hello. So if I sample that signal, the
Yes,
resultant
sir. Yes,
signal,
sir.
if we sample continuous signal, obviously the resulting resulting signal will be discrete, right?
Yes, sir.
So if my continuous time signal is periodic, so what will be the nature of resulting discrete signal? Will it be periodic or aperiodic?
If means your question is, if he samples the continuous time
Suppose I
signal,
have a
what
continuous
it
time
be,
domain
what
signal.
the
Suppose I have a continuous
yes,
time domain signal which is periodic, right?
yes.
And I am doing the sampling of that
Hello.
signal. Obviously, the sampling will give discrete signal, right?
Yes, sir.
So the resulting discrete signal, whichever is coming, that will be periodic or aperiodic.
It will be non-periodic plus discrete.
Always it will be non-periodic, or there is some cases. There are some cases.
If you take sampling, yes, sampling when we are doing f should be greater than f. That is for just to not to make it a disrupted the signal. But yes, it will be when we take frequency response. Yes, it will be non-periodic under the condition of Dirichlet's condition. It will be non-periodic. Yes, sir.
So what is the concern?
Non-periodic and discrete.
What is the contribution of Dirichlet condition in this? You introduced the word according to Dirichlet condition. Why you use that word?
Yes. Contribution actually, the absolute integral of the signal x of t should be equal to 0. That is area. It should be equal to 0. That is stability. The signal should be stable. Then that means the x of t should have some finite number of discontinuities within the interval of the time, or the finite number of maxima and minima within that interval of time t.
See,
So if
let
it
me,
satisfies that, if
Campbell, let me sum up, right? Okay. Am I audible to you?
okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible? Am I audible to you clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The first thing is, why you are talking that much irrelevant? What is the concern of Dirichlet condition with periodicity and non-periodicity? Tell me first point this. Then we will
Yes,
move
it's
further.
no, it's not. As
Since
it's
last
not,
2 minutes, we are
dependent.
discussing the term which is of no use.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
If
Actually,
we
it's
sample if we sample any signal, it can be periodic, it can be discrete. It depends upon the sampling interval and fundamental time period ratio. If that ratio become integer, that ratio become fraction, ratio become fraction, it decide, right?
yes, sir.
You got my point or not? Because a
Yes, sir.
discrete
Yes, sir.
signal can repeat only after integer number of sample value. Okay.
Yes, 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 sir.
So
Yes,
why
I
you are
got it.
introducing the term Dirichlet condition? These all things.
Sorry, sir. It's
See what
only
you
we
are.
use when
See,
we are.
listen. listen, reason what you're trying to do. You're trying to conclude everything what you know again. So that is a wrong thing. Okay, you got my point or not?
Yes, sir.
You need to avoid those things.
Yes, sir.
So if you don't know, strictly try to learn how to say no. Sorry, sir, I don't know. I'm not able to recall. Okay,
Yes,
because
sir.
ultimately I told many times this is a personality test. Sometimes somewhere you're showing your personality that you are good at manipulating the terms. You're not loyal. You're not trustworthy because you are making a false explanations and totally out of the way explanation, and strongly you're doing that. I told you in PSUs, questions they don't ask only for the answer. They also check your personality, the way you answer. You need to be interactive. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
a one-way communication, right? Second thing I ask you, you are
Yes, sir.
using word which make blunder. Like when I ask you Laplace, then you use the term discrete. Do you think that it is used for discrete? Hmm?
No, sir. It's for
And
continuously.
right now you are drawing the graph. If I'm asking you to draw some graph, e raised to power 80 u of minus t, you know that u of minus t means it is we need to define it for negative value of time. For positive value of time, it will be 0, right? So now
Yes, sir.
substitute the extreme value. Now first put t is equal to 0 and t is equal to minus infinite. Then see what are the values coming at these two extreme point. You without starting solving the calculation, you simply draw a line which is very blunder contradictory. At t is equal to 0, you're showing the value will be 0. How it will be 0? Do you think it is 0?
Mm. Yes,
So
sir.
you need to listen first what is being asked to you. Try to learn this thing, okay? Then only according to that, in brief and in relevant words, try to define or try to make the explanations. See, interview is not the knowledge testing that how much you know. They don't want to know how much of knowledge you have, how much of theories you know. Interview is about, are you able to answer the question which is being asked to you in proper word or in brief, right? They don't need irrelevant information.
Okay,
So
sir.
this thing you need to improve in your characteristics, right? So try to stick to
Yes.
the things which is being asked only. If you think, see what happened, you will keep on explaining, you will not get to know yourself where you're going out of box. Okay, you think you will you will be getting the feeling like that, okay, I'm telling the right because I'm speaking continuously, and that will be totally in the wrong direction. So try to first listen, and it's not like you need to immediately answer. If you think you want to take some time, take some time. If you are not able to answer, ask them, anticipate them. Okay, try to communicate with them. Okay, sir, sorry, I'm
Sir.
not able to understand. Can you explain in detail what are you trying to ask? I ask you one
Yes.
question about baseband and band pass. So if you don't know, then your duty was you should ask me, sir, in what sense you're asking. Actually, I'm not able to get your question properly. This is the communication you need to do in your personality test, right? Because someone
Yes,
is
sir.
asking questions, sometimes what happen, he is asking from different point of view, we interpret it from different point of view.
Mhm. Okay,
Got
sir.
my point or not?
Yes, sir.
So these are the things. Please keep these all point in the mind so that it can be helpful for you for the further mock. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Keep 3 points in
Sir,
the mind. In interview, you need to answer on the line in which the question is being asked to you. Okay. If you know, that is fine. If you don't know, you try to guess. If you don't know, leave it.
yes,
Okay.
sir, yes, yes. Sir, the graph is something like it should be stable in bounded condition, no? Like this.
Then what was the earlier drawn by you? Now, hmm?
That is actually it will be for negative values of a. It will be unbounded.
So take your time now. Then if you see, if you know the things and in hurry you're telling the wrong things, what is the meaning of that, right? That is totally a wastage, right?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So keep these point in mind, okay?
Okay, sir.
And prepare again, please.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. Anything else you want to ask?
Sir, when we are preparing, actually, I'm preparing for the Cochin shipyard that that interview. So I means it's just we need to prepare the only notes what we have studied, or should we refer some standard books, something like
See,
Optimium, like that?
see what what happens sometimes they ask a random question, right? So what I will suggest you stick to only those things which you have studied. Okay, you don't need to go into extra. Only things extra you need to do, you just get some rough idea about the shipping mechanism. What are the communications in shippings? What are the signals, ranges of the signals used in the shipping? I already told in the last video. Apart from that, don't go for other things, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Actually, I have came to know that in Cochin shipyard they are just making the work is related to ship building and repairs only. So what the role of executive training and all the managers over there means they are just like managing, not
See,
the
that is
technical side is
obviously,
not at all.
yeah, that is obviously you might be getting a non-tech interview with Vijayender sir, na? HR interview, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir. Yes,
we
sir.
will be guiding you about those points, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.